Hey everybody, Scott from Advanced Course Academy Online. Welcome back to this video about promotional partners. I was asked to put a video together to explain how I basically, when I build my either online coaching programs for business or for personal development, or when I run live events where people get to come and see me face to face in a room or a group, or any way where I use someone else's database to promote that online business course or that live event, how do I approach my business partner? And how do I make sure that I know that they're going to want to promote me? And so I'd like you to take a look at this quick exercise. As you can see, there's the three circles. One circle says you. Another circle says clients, which are the people who pay you for your either online thing or your face-to-face thing, whether it's one-to-many or one-on-one. And then there's a third circle that says promotional partner or platform. And so this is an exercise that I get people to do where we talk about something called the DDFF. The DDFF stands for dreams, desires, fears, and frustrations. And so when you're approaching your clients, you want to, again, and I've talked about this in so many videos, you want to not just come from your point of view saying, buy my stuff, I need some money, I need to pay my bills. I've got a clinic, I've got some bills, come and buy my program so I can get out of debt or so I can buy my boat, so I can travel the world. That's kind of like the you bit, to say that you've studied and you've got some amazing gifts to give to the world. However, the client maybe doesn't see it that way. The client's DDFF is their dreams, their desires, their fears, their frustrations. Their dreams and desires could be business, as in they want to earn more money, they want to build their business, and they just want to know, do you have a tip? Do you have something for them? They can start following you on your journey. Or they could have fears and frustrations where they could be like either in debt and they need money and they need help. Or it could be a health issue that they have, like they're smoking cigarettes or they've got excess fat they want to get rid of and they want to do a weight loss program. Or it could be like insomnia, or it could be pain relief, or it could be something that's not your modality, but it is your client's problem or ambition, if that makes sense. So it could be a relationship issue that your client's in need of help with, which could be that they're single and they're shy and they've got social anxiety and they want to get into that first date. Or they're married and they're fighting and they want to be able to cure those fights and say, why are we fighting all the time? How do we stop fighting? How do we get on with each other better? Or it could be, let's say, if not health and if not relationships, perhaps, and if not for money, perhaps it's just their personal happiness. Maybe they're really anxious, maybe they're really depressed, and maybe they just want your help to learn how to be just happier within. Or maybe they want to sleep better, or whatever the problem is, or whatever the ambition is that you help people with. That's the DDFF. So that your job, if you could take a look at this circle that says client, what I'd like you to do is to write down the mindset of the DDFF, of the dreams, desires, fears, and frustrations of your clients. Once you've done that exercise, once you've said, okay, my client's dreams is to, what are you selling? What is it that you're actually helping people with? Is it relationship stuff? Is it health? Is it time? Is it money? Is it happiness? Write down what you're helping them with, their dreams and their fears and frustrations as well, to say that what are they worried about? If they come and see you, are you going to be too expensive? Or if they come and see you, is it not going to work? Or if they come and see you, what if they just stay unhappy? They're their fears and frustrations as well. Then you've done the client. That one's done. Now I'd like you to move over to another circle which says promotional partner or platform. Now what we call the DDFF, again, dreams, desires, fears, and frustrations. We've already done the client. Now we're doing your promotional partner or platform. If you've got a promotional partner, this is what I did when I studied at the Academy of Hypnotic Science. I did the Cert 4 in hypnotherapy. I did the diploma in hypnotherapy. Before Steve Carey, who owns it now, before he ran it, there was no business course available. And so when I came and approached him and I told him that in my first 6 months I was seeing 40 clients a week, and my first year of hypnotherapy and building my business, I was on the Hamish and Andy show with Andy Lee and Kathleen Jack as well, and achieved all these amazing feats and built these web pages that were converting and building massive client bases and helping students out. He's like, yeah, come along. He's like, at the same time, he was saying he's building a business course and he wants me to come along and for him to come along, for the two of us to put this business course together. And we did. So what happened there is that he, running a school that has this program that teaches hypnotherapy, teaches counseling, teaches NLP, teaches all these amazing skills to people, but at the time didn't have any business components, so people didn't know how to then start the business because they were struggling with it. If you've never run a business before, it's really hard if you don't know what you're doing. So that's where, in talking to my promotional partner, the Academy of Hypnotic Science, I had to listen to the DDFF. The dreams and desires is that we want to build the Academy of Hypnotic Science into something bigger, better, grander, something that applies to everybody, something if you're brand new, if you're old, if you're new, if you're into business, if you're not into business, if you've already studied psychology before, if you've never studied psychology before, to make a bigger, better Academy of Hypnotic Science. So this isn't about me and my business at the time, Lawrence Hypnotherapy, in building a client base, or in me building my money and my client base in my business in Lawrence Hypnotherapy. That's something that I was interested in for me. But when talking to the Academy of Hypnotic Science, I had to talk to my promotional partner about what was going on in my promotional partner's mind at the time. I can't just come in and say, hey, you know what, my business isn't expanding as fast as what I want it to. So if I could come in and see you, could you please give me your entire database of every student that's ever studied with you and just let me advertise to them over and over and over again so that I can build my business? Of course, that's what I wanted. So if you look at the circle in the 3 circles, the one that says you, if that one was me at the time, what I wanted to do was access the database of students at the Academy of Hypnotic Science, and I wanted to promote my business courses to them. That was my dream. So with you, let's say that you have someone out there who has a database which is perfect, just perfect for you to go out and advertise to. Let's say you've got a program for health, for relationships, for time, money, for happiness, any of these things that solves problems, fulfills ambitions. It's brilliant, it's amazing, but you lack scale, as in that what if you have a database that's too small, or what if you have no database? And then you found someone out there who has a big database full of people would be perfect customers for you. You can't just come in and start saying, oi, you, hand over your database. So this is why I want you to do the DDFF exercise. We've already done it just before, if you remember, the dreams, desires, fears, frustrations for your clients. Now we need to find out what are the dreams, desires, fears, and frustrations. For me, it was the Academy of Hypnotic Science. For you, you're going to find your own promotional partner who has a list of people, and we're going to talk in a minute about how to find who that promotional partner is. At the moment, we're just talking about how to speak to them. And so when I spoke to the Academy of Hypnotic Science, their dreams, their desires, their fears, their frustrations, what if their fear or frustration could be that I don't represent the Academy correctly? I start, saying bad things or something that I shouldn't say, which I would never do because they're an amazing place. But what if I did? Could that be a fear? Could that be a frustration? So when I go in and I say, hey, promote my stuff, how should I speak? What words should I say when talking to my promotional partner? I needed to make sure that they knew that I would be representing the Academy there. I wasn't representing me and my business alone. Yes, I was representing me and my business, but I'm also representing the Academy at the same time. So I'm wearing 2 hats. I'm wearing the Lawrence Hypnotherapy hat for my business, then I'm wearing the Academy of Hypnotic Science for their business. And they were, at the time, basically looking to put on their very first business course, so that I had to have a DDFF written for those students who were coming along, who have studied a Cert 4 and a diploma in hypnotherapy, and they know how to run the skills, but they hadn't had a business yet. I had to wear the Academy hat to make sure I knew that the Academy's represented well. I had to wear my student hat to make sure that I understood where the students are coming from, to make sure that they're taught business skills so they can start getting clients straight away. And I had to wear my hat to make sure that I had a progression path, so I knew that if those students come into my funnel, that those students would continue to buy my products over and over and over, and at the same time maintain my relationship with the Academy of Hypnotic Science. And then other places as well that have promoted my stuff so much, and I thank them for so much. Again, the same process had to be used. And so the DDFF, the Academy basically wanted to become bigger, become more complete. That was their dream and their desire. The fear and frustration is perhaps that they weren't at the time complete enough back then, which now they offer so much more, which is amazing. So let's say, who is your promotional partner? So let's go back to the circle that says the DDFF of your clients. Now, what were the problems or ambitions that you're solving. What's your topic, not your modality. Whether you're a hypnotherapist, a kinesiologist, whether you're a Reiki master, whether you're an NLP master, whether you're a counselor, a coach, a personal trainer, a whatever, sales consultant, business coach, consultant, whatever you are, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking about your client's problem or ambition. What problem do they have that brought them to you? Or what ambition do they have that brought them to you? And the next question, I'd like you to look at this timeline. So now there's a circle in the middle with this big heading that says timeline, and this circle in the middle says now. And if you look to the left, how there's past, and if you look to the right, it says future. So the problem and ambition that says now is the problem and ambition that the client's coming to pay you for right now. But then I want you to go back to the left-hand side of the page, so to the past, where it says past, problem and ambition. In the past, what problem or ambition did they probably have before they had their current problem and ambition? So to give you an example, if they're worried about how to be a mum, at some time in the past, they were probably pregnant. Does that make sense? That you can't have someone who's got a baby without there was someone pregnant with a baby. So that if you're advertising to someone who is has a newborn and you're going, I've got a technique to help your newborn baby get to sleep. Well, previously they were probably pregnant. So now that you know in the past what problem that had to be solved, as in how do you get through pregnancy? Maybe it was natal classes or something. Maybe it was something to do with being pregnant. Who has a database of people, or who solves problems for people while they are pregnant? So now that you have a list of people who solves problems for people while they are pregnant, they can be your promotional partners, because first they handle the pregnancy, but now if you're someone who handles newborns, then you can approach a promotional partner who's got this database of people, they're not even using it anymore, these clients that they love this place that helped them with the pregnancy, but they're going, now I've got a baby and you guys don't have any more products or services for me. My new problem is to do with this new baby that I've got. So how do I handle this new baby that I've got? And you turn up and you say to your promotional partner, I have a product or service that can help them, and I can represent by wearing your company hat and showing you that I can look after your company and I can look after your clients, and I can offer you a commission or a percentage of the money or whatever the deal is that you agree on. That's when you make an offer to their database and they're going to promote you for you, you get to grow your reach, you get to become bigger and bigger and bigger, but then that past company realizes that now they can trust you to represent their company and that you're not going to say anything bad about them. Or if there is anything bad about that company, you'll bring it up with them privately so they can fix it without you just bad-mouthing them because it's inappropriate. Does that make sense, that you want to protect your relationship with the people who promote you because you want them to continually keep promoting and promoting and promoting you? Now, let's say if there are 10 promotional partners that you have, and they all have 10,000 people on their list each, and they all somehow manage to get across to you, to your database, 10% of their database. So if they all had 10,000 people in the database and you had 10 promotional partners, now you've got a list of 10,000 people. Does that make sense? And so you can keep promoting to these 10,000 people and keeping these promotional partners continually promoting to their lots of the 10,000 people each. Your product, your funnel, as long as you're looking after the hats of your promotional partner, you're looking after the hats of your customer, and you're looking after the hat of yourself as well, you kind of can't go wrong with this technique. So when it comes to dreams, desires, fears, and frustrations, I've talked just now today about how do you apply these techniques. But if you can see these three circles, do the DDFF of each of the three circles. Find out what are your dreams, desires, fears, and frustrations. Do the exercise. Don't ask questions about everything else yet. Just do the exercise for that bit and finish it. Then the DDFF of your clients. Again, don't ask questions about the rest of the map yet. Just do that bit and finish it. Then the DDFF of your promotional partner. Just don't ask questions about the rest of the map. Just finish off that part of the map. Work out what are their dreams, desires, fears, and frustrations, and finish it. Then you've got it written down. The next thing you want to look at is, where are the overlap opportunities where, let's say, if I can find a place that's teaching psychology but not business, I can come in and say, you guys are getting accused of not teaching everything. Let me help. Let me stop that accusation so that you can say, now you guys are teaching everything. And there you go. All the complaints go away. Plus I get to build my database. I get to build my business. Or let's say if business isn't the thing you're helping people with, it's health or relationships. Let's use relationships as a thing. So that you're talking to someone who, like, you found these people who teach speed dating. So these people who are single, they've got social anxiety and they want to find a date, they teach speed dating. And so now that they've got this big database of 10,000 people full of people who now are in a relationship, yet they're fighting with their partner, then you turn up and say to them, now you've got this course that teaches people speed dating, so now they're in a relationship, but what do you do with them next? Is it possible that these people could be fighting? Because I hear a lot of that they keep accusing you of not being complete because you don't sell everything. So what if I can bring in my course that basically teaches how to stop fighting in a relationship and how to get on and how to build a relationship more and more powerfully, and I give you a 50% commission, and you can continue to grow your business because that database you had of people that are now in relationships, you help them get into relationships, and that's about all that was happening with that list. You've got this database you're not using. Do you want me to help you by representing your company? And if you can promote this course to them, then they'll love you all the more for it, and then I get to build my business at the same time, and they get served because they get to move through their timeline. So let's go back to that page where it has past, now, and then future. So the future ones, we've done past problems and ambitions. We've done the now, or the current problems and ambitions. The future part is that if you don't help people with the next step, they're going to be looking for that somewhere else. So if you're going to have a total product suite in your business, and what I mean by that is that you need to make sure that you're not just selling one thing to your list, you're selling one thing and then another and then another and then another, because I promise you the cost of acquisition of a client is more expensive than selling to people who already love your stuff. That word of mouth is amazing because the people who already love you and have bought your stuff, they promote you to others. It's just incredible how that works. So when it comes to the future, either build another product or find another content partner or product or service partner out there who wants to sell their product or service to your client base email problem ambitions for the future, so that you can continue to receive a 50% commission on a product or service that you didn't even need to create, because somebody out there is willing to wear your company hat and present you in the best light. And so I hope this video serves you, because I know that this is complex. I know that you might still say, yes, Scott, you haven't answered all my questions. I get it, and it's not possible for me to answer them all in one video. The nature of learning is that you've got to learn over time. That if you watch this video again and again, you'll pick up more bits and pieces that maybe just didn't seem to stick out the first time that you watched the video. So I hope that this video serves you. Scott from Advanced Course Academy Online again, and helping to grow your business, serve your clients, build your confidence in a bigger way. Get out there and start finding promotional partners. Start talking to them about how that you can represent their businesses for you. Start talking to them about how not just how you can grow your database. Start talking to them about how they can grow the usefulness of their current database, which helps you too. So thank you very much. Get out there and do this stuff. Thank you very much.